What's up, everybody? Welcome to This Is My Beard Swag. And today, I wanted to talk about the Bears game. But not so much the game itself, but more Jay Cutler, who is getting extremely hated on. Which, I suppose I could see it. But I don't really like it. Which is understandable for me as a Bears fan. Anywho, he had a terrible game where he threw 4 picks. He was sacked 7 times. And the only thing people are going to talk about is how he shoved his offensive lineman, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. People are saying he crossed the line, and I don't think so at all. Just because I played football, and I had my ass chewed out, and I've been pushed, and it's just not a big deal. I don't think so. Maybe it's because it's on a different level. I just don't think it's the same, or I just don't think it's different. Like the story I alluded to on Facebook was we were playing a game in which we were winning, and our running back punched one of our offensive linemen in the face while we were winning, and Jay Cutler crossed the line by nudging his left tackle, who got him literally killed in that game. Do I think he crossed the line? No, because I don't think he did. He's just stupid to think like you're a fucking man and you're act like a little bitch. And people were saying, "Oh, in my time, he would have just let his guy go." That's what he was doing the whole game. Like that would have made no difference. Excuse me, but that's ridiculous. They're just like, oh, if you talk to a lineman like that, he should just let his guy go by. He had been doing that the whole game. What would that make any difference? No. And a lot when Jay did have time, he made terrible throws. The only thing that I saw that was good was the pass that Brandon Marshall dropped in the end zone, which he should have caught. Yeah, they're paying you, you catch that. But I think Jay's getting the raw end of the deal here. Because when other quarterbacks have terrible games, they just have terrible games. When Jay Cutler does it, he's the worst quarterback to walk the face of the earth. Like, there's some people who will give Vic a pass. Vic threw 4 picks against the Browns. Yeah, the Browns. And, of course, there's fans of Philadelphia who are always calling for their backup, which will happen no matter who's there at quarterback. But because Vic's not a passer, he won't get, I don't want to say won't get reprimanded, but he won't be harassed as much as Jay. Because Vic threw 4 picks. But he's not a passer. So he gets that pass. Like a here, do whatever the hell you want card. That's how I see it. Someone said to me, because we were arguing the Vic Cutler argument, which Cutler is a better quarterback, I don't care what you say. He said, how did he put it? Oh, because I said Vic was a brittle little girl who always gets hurt. And he says to me, if Jay Cutler got hit as much as Vic does, his career would have been over. And I was like, what? Are you high? Since Jay Cutler has been traded to the Bears, he's been sacked more than any other quarterback in the league. He takes more hits than every other quarterback in the league. And you're telling me Vic takes more? No. First of all, Jay Cutler is thick. He's probably got maybe 20 pounds on Vic. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. But he's a lot bigger than Vic. And Vic's a pussy. Jay Cutler is, I don't care what you say about his personality or how bad of a quarterback he is up there in toughest quarterbacks in the NFL with Big Ben. Like, honestly, he's been hit so many times. And I don't care what you say about that game in the NFC Championship where his, like, fucking knee blew up and he didn't play. You're like, oh, well, a starting quarterback would be in there. No. He's been harassed his entire career in Chicago. Just physically harassed, not so much by the media. But he's one of the toughest quarterbacks out there. You can't take that away from him. Regardless of how he plays, he's tough as fucking nails. And that's all I have to say about this, because I'm tired of seeing ESPN talk about how, oh, I don't like his demeanor, or I don't like that he shoved his lineman. Well, shut the fuck up. That's all I have to say to you. ESPN, you guys are faggots. That's all I got to say. And I want to start giving pro tips at the end of my videos. And I think I'm going to start with my first one is, when you are in some sort of internet argument, don't spell anything wrong. And that was my beard. Swag.